Hi, my name is Jonathan Sweeney. In this video, I'm going to go over the 10 reasons why I like the Episcopal Church. For those who don't know, the Episcopal Church is a Christian denomination that is part of the Anglican tradition, or Anglicanism. It is primarily founded here in the U.S. with dioceses all throughout the world. And with that word Anglican is related to the word Anglo, like Anglo-Saxon, which means related to England, because all Anglican churches have their base in the Church of England. Reason 1 is the Book of Common Prayer. The Book of Common Prayer is a liturgical book that I would say is probably one of the foundations of Anglicanism. In it lists the form of liturgies, it lists the saints, it lists the catechism, and really is a central part of our church. In each Anglican province, which is a member of the Anglican Communion, has their own version of the Book of Common Prayer. The first Book of Common Prayer was crafted right after Henry VIII separated from the Catholic Church. It was an attempt to differentiate itself from the Catholic Church because during that time, as you can imagine, there are different fractions. Those who thought we should stay pretty much Catholic and those who thought we should be more Protestant. And since then, the Book of Common Prayer has been really essential to the Anglican experience. And since then, there have been a variety of editions. Here in the US, the latest edition is from 1979. It looks like this and is usually red. I do have a personal devotional one that is black. The second reason is the liturgy. And the liturgy is just a fancy word for describing how church services are carried out. The Episcopal Church is very liturgical. If you've ever been to a Roman Catholic service, a lot of times it follows similar patterns. Now, you can either be more Catholic in your service or you can be more Protestant. We call that high church versus low church. And if you're really high church, we can call that Anglo-Catholic. Because there's a stream of Anglicans who think we should pretty much be Catholic except have the Pope and some differentiating beliefs. I think the liturgy is very beautiful, especially the Christmas and Easter Vigil. Services are usually not that long. Most of the time they're an hour and a half. The third reason is the Anglican Communion. The Anglican Communion is a group of all the officially recognized Anglican churches throughout the world. And we call each member is called a province. Some provinces cover one country, like the Church of England. Some cover multiple countries. But they're all members equal in the Church of England. And the ceremonial head of the Anglican Church and the Anglican Communion is the Archbishop of Canterbury. Going along with that, with reason 4, is the diversity of opinions. Like I said, you can have members who are very Protestant in their theology and how they act out service, and you have those who are very Catholic. Most people, I would say, are in the middle or broad church, which has elements of both. But we have very conservative members. The stereotype is that we have very liberal members, but we do have very conservative members. We have very moderate members, and we have very liberal members. And each church parish has its own flavor, and each diocese can also have its own flavor. Some are naturally more conservative, some are naturally more liberal. But we are all connected and are called to Christ. Number 5, which goes along with the stereotype that we're very liberal, is our call to social justice and equality. For example, in the Episcopal Church, same-sex marriage is permitted, and we do allow women priests, bishops, and deacons. And along with that, you would see a lot of Episcopalians rallying for social justice issues. For example, here in Cincinnati, my parish has been participating in Black Lives Matter protests. In fact, they had a silent protest outside the parish a couple weeks ago. All in all, I think the Episcopal Church is a very warm and welcoming place, and as a gay Christian, I really do feel valued in the church. Reason 6 is the 7 sacraments. Much like the Roman Catholic Church, the Episcopal Church has 7 sacraments. The main ones are baptism and Holy Communion. Reason 7 is Holy Communion. I think Holy Communion is probably one of my favorite acts of liturgy. In fact, it's one of the central acts besides the Word. You know, it's one of the things that Jesus commanded us to do, to eat his body and eat his flesh. I believe it's the real presence of Christ. I think that once you pray over the Holy Communion, that is a very sacred and moving testament that God is there. And I think as a Christian, we are called to do that. And in the Episcopal Church, on the most part, if your parish has a rector, which is the chief priest for a parish, you have communion once a week when that happens during the Sunday liturgy. Reason 8, what some people would describe as the 8th sacrament of the Episcopal Church, is coffee hour. Every church I've been to, Episcopal Church, there's been a coffee hour. Coffee hour is a special get-together, social gathering after the service where everyone goes up to maybe a parish hall or something, gets coffee and other light refreshments and something to eat. And that can last between an hour and 2 hours. And we just sit there, chat, relax, talk about our day. The 9th reason is revelation. In the Anglican tradition, Scripture, the Holy Christian Bible, is the main source of revelation. But because we understand how the Bible was formed over thousands of years, over hundreds of cultures, in a variety of languages, much of them unrelated to each other, that you can't necessarily literally read the Bible or assume everything's in it. Because the Bible in itself, even though all the texts have been around for a long time, quite a few of them were written well after Jesus died. And the whole canon of the Bible, again, wasn't formed until hundreds of years after Jesus died. So we understand that you have to read the Bible critically, and that even in the Bible it says that God is more than Scripture. So in the Anglican tradition, we use Scripture, sacred tradition, and reason for forms of personal revelation. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot. And if you haven't already, I hope you really have a curiosity for the Episcopal Church. I will provide links below. And going with that, it's been a while since I produced a video, so the quality of this video may be a little off. Right now I'm using my headphones for the microphone because my microphone broke, so the audio may be a little off. But like I said, I'm a recent college graduate. I just graduated from Ohio University with a degree in journalism. And if you would like to see more videos from me, I do have a Patreon that you can donate to so I can afford to buy a new microphone and then eventually get a website and all that. Thank you so much for watching my video, and God bless.